Hello everyone and welcome back to the Gaming Droid and welcome back to Modern Skyblock 3. So in this episode we're going to be looking at getting into some of the early game Tinker's bits and pieces. But to do that, one thing we need quite a bit of clay, and to get clay we need quite a bit of dirt. So I'm going to show you an alternate use for, because we have some Secundus and some Primus alchemical dust left over. Secundus and Primus is, while not useless, not ridiculously useful. So using the same principle, which is these, we're actually just going to get this up and running with the Secundus to make ourselves some dirt. The other thing we can do is, once we get into basic automation, we can make an iron one of these and these. I mean, we can make an iron one now, but it's not really necessary because we're not using them much. Once we get into basic automation, we can make iron ones of these, and we can automate this process using things from basic automation, which I think is what we're headed towards at the moment. But you can see this is, thanks to the Secundus, reasonably efficient. And there we go. Now we need to turn this into porcelain clay, because we need to make a porcelain melter and some porcelain. We need to make a porcelain melter and some porcelain items. Porcelain clay requires us to use nether quartz. Although, is there another recipe for porcelain clay? Oh, bone meal. Oh, that's easy then. We'll just whack you into porcelain clay like that then. And we had 41 clay in there anyway, but we did need some more. Split into threes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We'll also need some glass, but I have got a little bit of glass spare. And we're just using up the Secundus, really. We don't need the Secundus much anymore now that we can have the ability to make Tertius reasonably easily, pretty efficiently. I'm just going to show you the advantage of the interdiction torch placed here, by the way. These guys can spawn even when there's enough light, but there we go. Come over here. And now he can't get me because of the interdiction torch, so I can just stand here and hit him until he dies. Ooh, a dimlet package. That's going to be useful in 400 years when we actually get onto using dimlets. Yay! So we almost used up all of our Secundus there. It's nice that we've got a little bit of Secundus left, I suppose. So first things first, we need the 2 casting table and casting basin. That's one quest. And that got us something that is entirely useless, so hooray for that. We also need to find our 2... There we go, this and these. Although we don't really need those, to be fair. We've got a bit of this, we need some glass, which we have. We have 60 glass, which is great. I knew I'd cooked up a little bit of glass off screen at some point. And we also need a little bit of cobble, which we have. And we can make ourselves a melter. Now this is the very early game smeltery. Most people or most mod packs bypass this because it's not really necessary, to be fair. Most mod packs bypass it, but we are in one of those mod packs that doesn't, unfortunately, so... Fuel is a major issue at the moment, which thankfully we'll be able to sort out slightly once we get a little bit deeper into smelting things. Once we get a little bit deeper into smelting things, we'll be able to sort out 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be able to sort out our fuel sources because we'll be able to get a Tinker's Construct smeltery, a Tinker's Construct furnace. The Tinker's Construct furnace uses lava to smelt objects, which means we'll get any of these empty. No, so... rotten flesh and blaze powder. Rotten flesh and blaze powder. And we'll just use up our secundus to a certain extent. And that will let us get a little bit more iron from that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using the lower level dusts. It's just not really much point in using the lower level dusts once you get to a high enough level that you don't need them. Okay, so it looks like it's draining this one first. This one's going to be our source of a lava for the... we don't have access to fluid hoppers yet. Fluid hoppers are going to be something we'll want access to later game. There we go. And we've got some slime as well, which is great because we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can make a nice, efficient fuel source for our lava generator. And the final thing we need is we need a tank. You can use the heater, which I created. I don't know if that was even in the quest. It wasn't. You can use the heater, which uses solid fuel, but you don't need to use the heater. So then let's go you, with you on top to make lava, and then you, with you on top, and you, and you. And I suppose you on that side. So now we need blocks of blaze. And as we know, the way we get blaze powder is we just cook it up in here. And we'll get 4 blocks, as that'll be 4 buckets of lava. And it'll melt up nice and quickly because it's sitting on top of magnified stone, so we won't have to wait too long. We have a look, we're getting... there's a bucket. So we're not getting too slow. So let's have a look where that leaves us. That leaves us looking for making hot wood, for making reinforcements. So, one thing we can do is straight away we can make ourselves some hot wood, because the hot wood is actually quite useful. Lava wood allows you to apply auto smelt to Tinker's tools. And then we just need some planks. Some planks. And we can make ourselves some hot wood. That uses up, what, 250 millibuckets of lava? That's not too bad. And we just need 1 lava wood. So that should complete that quest. Ah, 1 of 2 tasks. And then we need to make firewood. Firewood. So firewood requires lava wood and 2 blaze. That's super easy. There's firewood. And there we go. I think that's actually everything we need to do from making lava wood. But what we can do is if we take our firewood over here and we make it into a cross hilt with auto smelt on it, we can then actually equip it to this. And now, whenever we dig up this, because we've got an auto cobblestone generator, we don't have to worry about anything else, we can now get just raw stone from this instead. Which is very useful because we need stone to get gems and things. So, we have now got a reasonably good setup for getting stone and getting cobblestone. Yay! Stone and cobblestone. Experience droplets. Nice. A little bit of experience for the future. So our next objectives are obsidian. Reinforce your tools or make them or even make them unbreakable. You're going to need reinforcements. So reinforcements are gold plates surrounded by obsidian, which means making a lot of obsidian. I'm just curious if we have a better method of making obsidian now. So we've got compressed obsidian, we've got chiseling, we've got casting it, pure daisies, a refrigeration unit, an enderman in a mob disassembler. What have we got? What have we got? Chickens we don't have access to yet. Igneous extruders, ore researchers. Yeah, looks like it's just literally crafting buckets of lava into reinforcements. So, do we need just the one reinforcement? We do need just the one reinforcement. So that's not too bad. We only need to make ourselves 8 buckets of lava. So we can do that, and we also need to melt down some gold to make ourselves a plate. So let's get some gold melting down. We can't mix obsidian in this smeltery. And I don't think we have access to a normal smeltery yet. We do. So we can actually make seared brick. Ah, we can't make grout. That's the problem we have at the moment, is we can't make grout. So if we look here and we look at the grout, it's an unfamiliar item. And if we look in here, we can melt down stone. So we could melt down stone in this to get ourselves a... And we have our obsidian capable pick, which is good. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a run for that. That way we can put in 1, 2, 3... and then we can vein mine it. And then we just need 4 more and we can get our reinforcement, which will give us the first of the requirements for the next area. And we're basically just looking to unlock that better storage. I really, really want to unlock the better storage. Because at the moment my storage is a mess and I can't really do anything until I have better storage. I mean, the better storage still isn't going to be like absolutely amazing, but it's going to give us access to things like stone storage drawers and things. Now this should be at 8 obsidian, I think. Should this be 8 or 7? I can't remember. This is going to be 7. Okay. That's not a problem. There we go. And we can now make our reinforcement plate, which is just that. Haha! Easy peasy. And that gets us 12 more punji sticks. We do have punji sticks somewhere around here. Can't remember where I put my punji sticks, but I did have punji sticks at some point. I'm sure I had punji sticks at some point. Does that unlock anything? Nope. We still have to go and get our purple slime and then our tool AoE enhancers. So purple slime is actually really easy to get now we have a slime tree. Because to get hold of purple slime, all we have to do is mix purple dye and a slime ball. And purple dye is red and blue. We've got red dye through here. And we've got blue dye through... Can we use apatite as blue dye? No, we can't use apatite as blue dye. We need to use lapis as blue dye. That's okay. We have 21 lapis. That's fine. Actually, we're going to need 8 because it's 2 per. Like that, and then we need 4 slime. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can just make ourselves... I wonder if I can do it all at once. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ah, I could make 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And now if we just grab any old sapling, let's do a slime sapling, why not? Actually no, I know why not, because we can't plant a slime sapling on normal grass. That's why we don't use a slime sapling. And we get our infusion stone. Hold the purple slime in the offhand. And 1 purple slime sapling. Yay! The purple slime sapling gets us access to... The purple slime sapling gets us access to the purple slime we need for the AoE enhancers, which is why it's a quest behind that one. But we need purple slime, so... Purple slime? Wow, we didn't even get a purple slime sapling out of that. Okay, so not only did we not get... I should have grafted it. I should have grafted it. I should have known what was going to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I should have known exactly what was going to happen, and I should have grafted it. But I didn't graft it because I'm an idiot. Yes, I'm an idiot. So let's do this again. That instantly grew it rather than turning it into a sapling. Okay. I think possibly because I was out of health, maybe? There we go. Because I didn't have enough health. Now, purple slime drop, please. 1 purple slime. Excellent. And you can see that, like, I got 1 purple slime from that entire tree. And 5 more saplings, which is just silly considering I got no saplings the first time. This entire tree drops 1 purple slime. If I put this in a bonsai container, I'd get just a better return, basically, on purple slime. So there we go, we've got 3 purple slime at least. Unfortunately, we can't turn purple saplings into purple slime. You'd think you'd just be able to kind of scrape the purple saplings to nothingness and get the purple slime out of them. That would be a nice little thing. Okay, fleshy snow nuggets, that's fine. I will accept the fleshy snow nuggets as a source of food. So now we need an expander and a horizontal and expander vertical. I think that's just stone, wood, and purple slime, if memory serves. Pistons, lapis, and purple slime. Ah, okay. So we've got some wood, we've got some cobble, we need redstone and iron. And we've got more iron sitting in here. And then also we need a little bit more redstone, which requires blaze and gunpowder. But that's not a problem. We're running on quite low resources because I'm filming these pretty much back to back, and I'm not spending a huge amount of time between episodes, except when I'm building structures. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I want to get to a point where I have access to at least some of the better storage things. I don't really understand why the expanders are useful. You can add expanders to your tools to make them to make them mine in a larger area. So that just affects mining. I don't think it affects like sword swings. And for me, like, you're on a skyblock. Why do you need to mine large areas? I don't really understand the need for mining large areas at all. But that should access basic automation. Yay! And better storage. Yay! Okay, so we now have access to basic automation and better storage. Huzzah! So basic automation and better storage. Better storage is the one I'm really interested in. It gives us access to copper chests, iron chests, silver chests. Sorry, I've got notifications going off in the background. Let me see if I can deal with that. There we go. Mute those notifications in the background. Sorry about that, guys. Diamond chest, gold chest. It also gives us access to colossal chests and stone storage. Stone storage is really interesting. Stone storage is a mixture of cooked stone and glass. And they can be stacked up to 3 high. These are the same size as the Actual Edition storage crates. So if I look up storage, these crates are the stone storage. These things, the upgraded ones, stacked 3 high, are the same size as the Actual Edition crates. What it doesn't give me access to is the storage scanner. Unfortunately, I love the storage scanner. It's a very cheap version of an AE system. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to make the machine frames at the moment. But what we do have access to now is an array of different storage options, dependent on what materials we want to spend. Copper is actually really easy to get hold of. If I look up alchemical dust, the copper dust is literally just gunpowder and pumpkin seeds, or gunpowder and copper grit. The advantage is, when we smash up stones to get gems, we occasionally get pulverized copper, zinc, or ardite, or other metals from the dust that we get. And I've got copper. So what I can actually use is I can use copper and gunpowder to get myself some copper ore. So I don't have to worry about going down farming to get pumpkin seeds. So I can go straight into just creating myself some copper ore. And because I've been able to create 1 copper, I can actually use that as a source of... I can actually use that 1 copper to supply myself with additional copper dust. So I can grind up that copper later on and actually use it as a source of more copper. The crystal shards can be automated once we get into basic automation. Which I think I did actually just unlock, didn't I? Did I just unlock basic automation? I did. So now we can do things like the crucible inserter, the quick dropper, and the combustion chamber. These things are really easy to make, and they will definitely be the next sort of thing I'm going for. So just a dropper, which is redstone, and 6 iron. And we can get into the crucible inserter, which will allow me to put stacks of this stuff waiting to be dropped into a crucible. Which will be far, far, far more convenient than having to sort of jump up there and deposit it in myself. You can see we're getting now copper coming through, and the copper rate is pretty good. Even in a stone condenser, we're getting 8 copper per copper dust, which is just perfect, like plenty and plenty of copper. So I think probably what we're going to do is I'm probably going to call the episode here, because we've been filming for about 20 minutes, and I think that'll do about a 20-minute episode. And in the next episode, we're going to be going into basic farming, basic automation, and better storage. So we can have potted bonsai trees for constant wood supply. We can have timers. We can have automatic crafting. We can have vector plates so that we can make an automated mob farm. Automated crucible inserters, automated droppers, and automated combustion extractors for our combustion chamber, although we do need to make an iron combustion chamber for that. And we can get into irrigation systems and crop sticks and all the sorts of wonderful farming things we can get later on down the line. We've got a couple of quests left in basic resources, alchemical glass and soul sand, and we've got a couple of quests left in basic tinkering, but for now at least, I think we're ready to move on, especially to better storage, to compacting drawers and drawer controllers, to stone storage devices, anti-barrels. Oh, the anti-barrels. The anti-barrels are basically like the magical filing cabinets from 1.7, in that all of this stuff will go into an anti-barrel, and you can stick hundreds of things into an anti-barrel. All of these things that don't stack will go into an anti-barrel really, really conveniently. So, thank you all for watching. I have been the Gaming Droid. This has been Modern Skyblock 2, and I will see you all in the next episode as we set up some storage. Bye-zy-bye, everybody.